Hello, and welcome back to New Year, New Game. This is where I attempt to play 365 games from my Steam library that I have never played before. This is game 299, Monstrum. Monstrum is a horror game. Shocker, I know. It also has the tag for roguelike dungeon in there as well, which, well, action roguelike, which I'm interested in that tag. I like roguelikes. But it's a survival horror and an indie game. Essentially what it looks like is that I'm going to be trying to get from point A to point B while avoiding a monster that's going to be chasing me. So just to read the description here. Monstrum takes the traditional survival horror formula and remixes it completely, with procedural generated levels, permadeath, and AI-driven predators, ensuring that nowhere on its derelict cargo ship is truly safe. So, that's what I got to look forward to. I was having issues running it too, and I see this game came out in 2015, and apparently what winds up happening is when you upgrade your hardware, certain games will just decide they're not going to work anymore. Luckily, it looks like a patch was put out, because when I hit play, there's a lot of different things that you can select for running the game in DirectX 11. For this, it was a CPU of 10th generation or higher, which is what I was running. So, able to get it to work. And there was a backup game I was trying to get to work, and it too was having issues. So, hopefully for these last 6 horror games, there's not a whole ton of issues. Anyways, without further ado, let's get in the game. Oh, and before I continue, we're going to need our filter, so that way my face doesn't block the game. There we go. Isn't that better? Alright, new game. Locking doors behind you can buy a few precious seconds against certain monsters. It's not loading. There it goes. Press X to open doors. Where's the door? I don't see a door anywhere. It says it when you do this. But, nothing's happening. I'm pressing X. Okay, control puts her down. E and Q are to kind of move around this way. X, C, E, B, G, F. F. F is X now, huh? Okay, I'm gonna use this to search the room. Press B, then move forward to hide inside the cupboard. Oh. I want to say it's giving me controller options. Except for I can't use my controller. It won't let me. There it goes. Oh wow. Sensitivity on this thing. Is there a pause menu? Controls. Sensitivity. Let's put you down a tad, huh? Wow. Hold the left trigger to run. What am I looking for exactly? Smashables. Okay. Guess that's to make a sound. You. A glow stick. What's the new objective? Oops. I don't have objectives. Oh, come on. Is that a bomb? It's a welding kit. What happened to my flashlight? Great. Shit. That sounds like something scary. Let's not go that way. There's my flashlight. Why is it on the ground? cameras. What's this? Oh, it's a bag. What's this room supposed to be? It's like a safe room or something. Guess we go up or down. Task complete. What task? What am I supposed to do? Still don't know what I'm supposed to do. Here's something. There it is. It stopped in front of the locker. I don't trust that it's gone. Yeah, that thing's still pretty damn close. See? It's just hanging around. Supposed to go. What am I supposed to do? If it comes in here, I'm fucked. I got nowhere to hide. Seriously. gasoline canister. Something walking around. Don't know where, but it's walking around. Shit. Got in here just in time. Oh no. Objective updated back. What objective? Aha! Restore power. There are some fuse boxes scattered about here. Maybe if I find some fuses I can power them up. Where am I? What the fuck was that? I need to find a way out of here as soon as possible. Those are the objectives then, huh? Fuse boxes scattered about. Find them, get power up, and find a way out. Is that thing gone? Great. It jumped and that's what it did. Fuck. There's a camera right there. So that's what's setting me off. Get a fuse. Sub battery. Camera. Shit. making too much noise. I heard the footsteps go and I just heard it stop. Don't know where it's at now. New objective. Task complete. What was the objective? The raft. Reseal, reinflate, replace. Just imagine playing this game, but the monsters are actual players. Essentially, I guess that's what Dead by Daylight is. Jesus, that foot. Time is it? How long have we been doing this? 25 minutes? I think we just go get got by the monster. monster. I don't remember where that security room was. Okay, oh, it's right here. Cool. Close this door. Fuse box. Fuse. Pull the lever. Does this help with anything? Is this supposed to be like a checkpoint? I feel like the security rooms could be checkpoints. Can I unlock these? Hey, cool. Yeah, I can. Now you would think like checking the monitors would help in some way, and yet I don't feel like it does. Because you don't see monsters, you don't see any items on the security feed either. It just looks like images. They're just like generic security cam images. What the heck is the benefit of activating a security room? I don't know. Alright, well, I think that's actually going to do it for me. I was going to go have myself get attacked by the monster just so we can see what the scare animation is. I mean, it's probably going to be generic scare animation of just up close face and scream and yell, that kind of thing. Uh, from what I could tell just off of the Steam library, there's really only two monsters that they have, and that's just like that giant tar lava monster looking thing that we saw walking around, and then something that's in the um, crawl space, or whatever you call it, the air ducts that goes around and crawls around there. Like when we came around the corner, we hear that, and that's that. I remember seeing that in the Steam store page too, and I was like, oh, okay. We'll avoid those two things. But it's like a creepy claw looking monster. But yeah, that's Monstrum. I think if the objectives were a bit clear, I mean, I'm not going to complain about the objective because that was really just user fault. That was me not going around enough and figuring out that if I just move my cursor over to where it says objectives, I could click on that and find out what my objectives are. It's still kind of like, mm, I mean, I guess the whole point is really just on the horror aspect of it, and I was afraid. Hiding in those lockers, waiting for that thing to pass, just to go out. And the beeping sound too, I didn't even realize was a security camera until I actually physically saw it, and then started hearing the beeps. I was like, oh, okay, that's what it is, and it attracts the monsters to come and get you. So that's a really nice added effect to it as well. But having to walk around this entire ship just to find parts. Maybe there's multiple exits too. Like all I found was the raft, where you have to inflate it and repair it and do all that good stuff. So now you have to walk around and find these different parts. I'm picking up a bunch of different things that I really don't know what everything does. Maybe something stops the monsters, like the fire extinguisher does have a stop on there. The fuel's clearly for something. I'd imagine a generator, if anything. But it also had the fire symbol, so maybe I can set it on fire at some point. There's not a whole lot of like clear cut explanation of what you're supposed to do in the beginning there. It just kind of gives you basic buttons of what you're supposed to press. But as for determining how the game's played and what you're supposed to do, I feel like you're on your own with that. And you just got to figure it out. The boat is apparently, every time you do a new run, generated differently, so each run can be something different, but it has the same monsters on there, and I just wonder if it's only two monsters or if there are multiple of the same type of monster roaming around, and that's kind of what I think it is, because this is a very big ship. Like, I was on floor, God, what was it, 5? And you could still go down further into the ship. I was on the deck. So imagine going further down and having to go into these different rooms, and not every room has a hiding place either, so you could just as easily be running away from a monster, run into a room hoping to find like a closet or something, and just you're done. You get in there, the monster breaks in and just wrecks you. And I mean, I guess that's all part of the fun of the jump scare and the horror and everything like that for people who are into that sort of thing. Will I come back and play this game? Absolutely not. I'm not a horror monster fan. The objective of the game, there's no really clear-cut story. Maybe you piece it apart. Like I found that audio clipping. It's how you piece it apart and find different things to do it. But this is just not my kind of game, so I won't be back to it. I mean, you might like this game. This might be things that you're into, and if it is, by all chance, take care of it. Go play Monstrum. Go enjoy it. There's actually Monstrum 2 is out as well. I decided just to do the first one because I've never played the game, so I don't know what I'd be missing out on the second one. Maybe the second one plays better. It's got some clear details or improvements to the first one. That's usually what sequels are for. Improvements to what the first game was. Maybe there's more monsters. Maybe you can multiplayer. Someone plays the monster and the other person plays the person trying to escape a boat or wherever you're put and trying to get out. It's honestly, it seems a lot like Dead by Daylight, just without famous monsters and more. It's more creepy. This is creepier than Dead by Daylight. Dead by Daylight, I think, is more fun. I played that and wasn't really too freaked out on it. You still do get that adrenaline rush of like trying to run away from the player who's playing the monster, but for this one, it's just all fear. It's just I'm hiding in this closet. Please go away. Wait for the sounds to disappear. Get further away from me. Yeah, it was great for a horror game. You did a good job. Anyways, that's gonna do it for me. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next spooky game. Goodbye.